We are live.
All right, guys. We're gonna wait a little bit for some viewers to come in. Hopefully, we get a couple.
This is us three.
At least one or two, right? Well, you said the guy. All right, wow. All right, we just jumped to 19. All right. Hey guys and girls, thank you so much for tuning in. We are here with Robert Theisen. I used to pronounce it Theisen. I guess I was wrong. He is from Come Out Swingin events and Boyertown Relic Recovery Club. Are you also a member of the Boyertown Historical Society?
I am. I'm a member of the Boyertown Historical Society. I think I'm the founding member of the Boyertown Relic Recovery Club, which is inside of the society. So we operate as a club inside of the society. So, yeah.
Awesome. Looks like we've got a lot of comments already over here. Sean, you want to read a couple of them off?
Yeah, we got we got a lot of people in there.
You gotta catch up.
Yeah, we got Ryan Whiteneck. What's up, man?
Hey, Ryan.
Ryan's one of our members. Good to be here.
Yep.
Ryan.
We got Brian in here. Brian McMahon.
Hey, Brian.
One of the club members.
Alan Hedricks. What's up, buddy?
Alan's in the house.
We got Rob M.
That's got to be Rob Morden, right?
Yeah. And Ambient Girl Diggs. What's up? How you doing?
Ambient Girl, thanks for coming.
We got Hollywood Joe. Hollywood Joe's in
Copperhead.
the house.
Hey, Joe.
Yeah. Digging Dad. What's up, man?
Hey, Corey. How's it going, buddy?
He's enjoying a non-alcoholic cocktail right now.
Nice.
Nathan Babb. What's up, man?
From Mason's Mocktails.
Dutch Boy Adventures. How you doing?
Nathan.
Delaware County Diggers. Chris Altman's in here. From the ground up. Kelly Bentz. How you doing, Kelly? Yeah, that's so far what I see.
Hey, Chris.
Oh, Crick 53's in here. Lost Boys, Andy.
Kelly Bentz.
Yeah.
How's it going?
Oh, Digging with Squeak's in here. Hey, Digging with Squeak.
Hey.
Squeak's here. All right.
Awesome.
You're Digging It's in here. How you doing?
Hey, Brian.
Jersey Ray Diggs. Oh. Hey.
Rachel. I'm catching up. I'm trying to catch up here.
Yeah, there's a lot in there tonight.
Andy's here. Lost Boys Recovery.
Don, we got From the Ground Up and Delaware County Diggers. Both representing.
Nice. How's it going with the next slides there, Chris? I'm just trying to get caught up here. All right. We got a lot of people showing up here. So I guess we're going to you want to talk a little bit about the history of the events or how this all evolved?
Yeah. So I guess it was maybe 5-6 years ago. Well, I'll go way back. Go back in the Wayback Machine.
Back in time.
Back in time. Like when I was a young buck. Yeah. So 25 years ago, at this point it's almost longer than that, but about 25 years ago, my wife and I got married. I met my brother-in-law, and he was a guy who detected, fairly regularly. In fact, my father-in-law, who was a cop in Philadelphia, used to detect with him. And when I met my wife, we got to talking about detecting, and he got me interested in the hobby again. When I was a kid, I had one of those Radio Shack machines, like a lot of kids do. And I wasn't overly interested in the beginning. I was a little excited about it, though, because, you remember when you're young and you get one of those machines and you dig a whole bunch of pull tabs and you don't ever really find anything good. But he started showing me some of the stuff that they used to find, 2-cent pieces and shield nickels. And, I was hooked right away. So I went out with him one time. He lent me a machine, his like White's machine. Went out, we did a little digging, found some stuff, found some IHPs. And then, I would say probably within the week I was buying my first machine.
Was that your first time out, or?
That was my first time out with good technology, right? Not the old solid circle on a stick, Radio Shack machine that I had no idea what discrimination was or anything else like that. So I think within the week I ordered a Tesoro Toltec 2. Yeah, right. Analog machine, like a little meter on there. And then probably 6 months, maybe less after that, I bought my first Mind Lab machine, the Explorer XS. And that was leaping through time, going from that Toltec machine to that Mind Lab with a graphical interface and, a digital readout and double decoil and everything else. So it was huge. And that's what really got me hooked. The power of that machine and, hitting targets 8 inches down and, really that machine has a special little, you can wiggle in on stuff and really dial into targets. And that made it more enjoyable. And from then on, I was in. So we hunted together down in Lower Bucks County for, I don't know, 5 or 7 years, kind of on and off. And then we just stopped. I moved out here, he moved out here, but just kind of got away from detecting a little bit because life got in the way. And I heard about our historical society was having trouble raising money and they needed a new roof on their building. So I started talking to him and he was going to these digging in Virginia hunts and all this stuff. And he was telling me how much he was paying to go to these things and how they were run. I was like, well, man, we got a lot of farms around here. We could probably do something like that. So we brought this guy, Gary Highland, in from York County. Gary's a member and he comes to our events. And he was working with the Historical Society out there, working on camp security, doing some stuff. And he came in and gave a presentation to our Historical Society and said, this is what we're doing out there. You guys could do this kind of stuff. And then I made my pitch for we should run an event. And at the time, it was a little bit of an older board and they weren't on board. They didn't see the vision. So it took about 2 years for a new board to come in. And somebody who had actually attended that original presentation that I gave came back to me and said, hey, we like that idea. We'd like to be involved in this. Do you think you could put this together for us? And that was the first Come Out Swingin. I had never even been to an event in my life. I'd never been to a metal detecting hunt.
Yeah. I actually kind of remember you and I talking a little bit in the beginning, when you got going. And I was super excited because there was, you're the closest event to my area. And I'm still pumped about it. You know what I mean? And the fact that it's evolving, it's amazing.
Yeah, and that's what it is. Every year we look at it, we see, what can we do to make it better? But for sure, people like yourself early on, we got connected through Facebook. We started chatting and, have you ever been to an event? What do they do at these events? How do they work? What kind of, I got a 100-acre farm. How many people should I expect? It's from the late 1700s, early 1800s, and people were like, 100-acre farm, man, you can get 200-300 people on there. And I was like, I don't want to do that. Let's dial it down a little bit. So we shot for 100. I think we wound up with 105 at the first event. And that was 105 registrations. So we had some kids and that came along, and we'll talk a little bit more about that too. But, we invite parents to bring their children at a highly discounted rate. We also, encourage people to bring guests to the events. That first event, we had over 100 people. It sold out super
That's
fast.
Awesome.
But people like you giving me information about events that you had attended, my brother-in-law, Jeff Mealy, guys like Drew Waholic was huge for the first event. Honestly, we got some pictures that we'll look at later, but I don't think, if it was for Drew, Drew brought Mind Lab to the table. And if you remember that first event, anybody who attended that, they were there. They brought the new Jeep. That thing had only been to one event before it was at our event, I think. They put the tent up, they put up a giant inflatable, they brought all kinds of equipment, and their goal was to help us make sure that our first event was a successful event. And that was definitely the case. They showed up big for us. Like I said, Drew made all those connections. He got us connected with a couple of other manufacturers and, people who were willing to make donations to what we were doing. And, therefore the success came from that. So we were really happy, and we can never say enough good things about the people who helped us get started.
Yeah, that's awesome. Just the fact of it's amazing how things evolve, you know what I mean? And sometimes what we feel might be like a negative situation, like you're looking for funding for a roof, and just so happens you're already into metal detecting, and then it just kind of evolves. I think that's amazing, and especially involving the kids with it, and opening up to the public is amazing. I have been to a lot of events, and they do open it up for kids to come in and try them out, and usually it's 14 and under, free, and it's going to keep our hobby going, and get the kids outside and the excitement, and even for me, I got into it a little older in life, and I didn't realize how much positivity is a part of this hobby, and the friendships you get, and and the opportunities. It's amazing. I think that's why I fell in love with this hobby.
I would agree. The support, like people, for the most part, 99.9%, right? There's a couple knuckleheads out there. But for the most part, you find something, and the people who you're detecting with, or the people who you show your find to, they're just as excited for you as you are. I remember, recently at one of the club hunts we did, so in addition to the fundraisers, we do the club hunts, and, I found that seated, and, I was so excited. I don't even know how, I can't even put it into words how excited I was. It's probably one of my favorite finds to date, only because it was with the club, right? There I am with 30 people, we're standing out in the freezing rain, like working our butts off on this hill. And every person that came up to me was just as excited about that quarter as I was. Like that was pretty awesome. Like, you don't get that in a lot of places.
Oh, you're seated.
Yeah, that was a good find.
Oh, yeah. That got me pumped, man. I haven't dug a seated yet, believe it or not. That's something that's been like eluding me. So
that was a quarter. That was a quarter.
Don't even go there.
I just got my first seated. That was a quarter, right?
That was a quarter, yeah. And it was in great shape. Like,
it was deep. Really good.
Yeah, it was deep. So, whenever it might have been dropped, fairly early on, and it sat and sunk, and, it got away from the plows, let's say.
Yeah, looked beautiful, definitely. Did that have a mint mark on it? I forgot.
It did not have a mint mark on it.
It did not. Okay.
It did not, yeah. But, you bring up an interesting point, Charles, like the evolution of Come Out Swingin. The first year we did it, it's a natural hunt. Right. And that's what the focus of Come Out Swingin has always been. Find an old farm or a historic property, get as many people as we feel like we can comfortably fit on there without crowding people in, and let them do a natural hunt. And a lot of people are like, well, you're not going to get a lot back from that. People like seated hunts. And then the other side of the coin is other people are like, don't do a seated hunt. People want to go to natural hunts. So last year, if you guys remember, so the first Come Out Swingin was a natural hunt. The second Come Out Swingin was a natural hunt. The third Come Out Swingin, we added the seated component. And it just added a whole nother level of excitement. Like on Sunday morning, there was guys that were telling me, like, I'm not really interested in the seated hunt. And then they went out and did the seated hunt, and they were like, I'm so glad I did this. It was fun. It was like a little bit competitive. They were out there with their buddies, trying to find more,
You know what? You know what's really great about the fact that you did the seated in the morning is I remember saying to another gentleman there, I said, this is like my coffee, because like it woke me up like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Normally, if I'm at a 2 to 3 day event, I'm starting out a little slow on the second day or the third day. And it was just like, boom, you got some excitement, you got to move around, warmed up, and then you went out. And I thought that was an amazing opportunity to just, get moving, you know what I mean? And also dig up some silver and 3-ringers and some awesome stuff.
That was my first seated hunt I ever did, and I could say it was a blast. I never
How'd you do?
I did good. I actually found a natural token that was there that I thought was one of the prize tokens, and I was like, I'm good. I found a token, and here it was a natural token, a bus token that was in the ground in the seated area.
Well, that's the thing too. Even though usually you're changing locations, right, Rob?
Yeah, every event's at a new location. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and you're not taking up much space with the seated, but what's awesome about that is there's still a chance to hit natural even in that square.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, so that's a great example. So apparently at the last event, which was at everybody knows, right? It was a fellowship farm, right? So a fellowship farm, apparently they used to bring kids from the city in Philadelphia out to this farm for summer camp. So people were finding a lot of like Philadelphia Transportation Corporation, PTC tokens. But the other thing a lot of people were finding that we didn't put in the ground were Kennedy $50. Oh, yeah. And I found out that at the pool, they had a snack shop and everything was 50 cents. Ice creams were 50 cents. Sodas so they were giving out $50 as change, like left and right. So like people in the seated area, people found $50 and they were like, wow, this is great. Like a $50. I'm like, that's not us. We didn't do that. And then we had the Game of Tones. Somebody found a $50 in Game of Tones and somebody found a $50 in the kids coin hunt area. I'm like, we didn't put those there. Like those are natural.
Wow. Yeah, I know. I mean, we got some pretty awesome stuff at all the events actually, and it's everyone that goes out and naturally hunts knows that some days you don't. It's one of them things. You take a chance, but one thing I love about this event is the fact that it is a fundraiser event, and it's for a good cause, and we get the kids involved, and I'd be happy with a can, you know what I mean? Just knowing that the money's going to a good cause and good things, and but I've always dug something amazing at each of these events, and I know you're doing a lot of work trying to find these locations too. So and if I come
because I always want to detect them myself, you know what I mean? But I don't.
yeah.
That's the hard part.
Yeah, that's hard. I imagine.
So, like I said, if I ever come across a decent sized property that I know wasn't hunted, I'm gonna offer it to you for maybe an event or something too.
Well, I appreciate that. That makes my job a little bit easier, knowing that there's other people out there looking. I mean, even with our club hunts, right? So, tonight at some point we're going to spin the wheel and we're going to do the early registration prize for those people who are club members who registered before January the 14th. But the two prizes the two locations, we're going to use one or the other. One of them was I was doing Boyertown has an event called the Historical Society puts on. It's called Tractors in the Park. So people bring out all these like old tractors, and then there's new tractors there and combines and everything. It's a huge event in our community park. So I set up a metal detecting tent with a place for the kids to come metal detect and find coins and take the coins away. And a guy came up and he's like, hey, I got this old house. I just bought it. It's from like the late 1700s, early 1800s. It's only 5 acres. Would you guys be interested in coming out? And I'm like, yeah. Like me, like I want to pack up my stuff and go, like right then, right there. But then I'm like, you know what? Like I'll put this in my back pocket and we'll hold it for something, because it's not a huge property. But this guy was like, carte blanche. You can detect anywhere you want, as close to the house as you want, as close to the barn as you want. The whole 5 acres is yours. So I'm like, all right, that if we can coordinate that for this, for this drawing, that'll be the place. The other one is 30-some acre horse farm that has a, you know, an early 1800s house on it as well. And that was a friend of a friend. He said, like, hey, I was talking to this guy the other day, and he told me, you know, or I told him about the metal detecting club through the historical site, and he's like, oh, if they ever want to come out to my place, let them know they can come out. I was like, yeah, like, you know, we got to get the word out and let people know. But I think more importantly, one of the things that we do with the club is we police each other, right? We make sure that we're being good stewards, right? We follow the code of ethics. And then when we are on a property, you know, we make sure that the plugs are getting filled properly. And if we see somebody, you know, not bringing out their trash, you know, we're good about it. We're polite about it, you know, but, you know, we call them out on the carpet. We let them know, like, you know, hey, you need to bring that out with you. We can't be leaving this stuff behind. You know, we want to make sure we get the invite back. Because I know there are some people, even in this area, like we've heard some other historical societies, and they're like, yes, these guys came out and they hunted on this farm and they dug a bunch of holes. They didn't fill them back in. They never showed the owners anything that they found. Like, that's not who we want to be. Like, we want to, like, I always bring 2 extra machines with me. And if I roll up on someone's house and they're letting me detect, I'll turn the machine on and put the headphones on them, and I'll take them out and detect. Like, I want them to be as involved in the process as I am, so that, you know, they see what the experience is like.
All right. Now, with the Relic Recovery Club, is that capped to a certain amount of members, or is it kind of just growing?
It's growing. You know, in the first year, I think we had like 15 or 20. We're up to about 60 right now. Wow. You know, obviously it'll become an issue. We usually ask people to let us know who's going to attend, you know, when we're having our events, so we can, you know, kind of get a litmus as to whether or not there's going to be too many people. I mean, you've been to a couple. Right. Obviously, that's never been a situation. Because we've been fairly lucky, right? Like, we've had some decent sized properties for the club hunt, so we haven't really run into that situation. I mean, a good problem for us to have would be, you know, we've got 100 members and we have to say, hey, we're doing 4 club hunts this year, you know, first 25, next 25, next 25, next 25, that kind of a thing. I mean, that would be a good problem to have. I mean, I'd like to be able to bring everybody out to every one, but if we get to that point, you know, we'll have to make some accommodations.
Yeah. All right. And so the next event, your next coming out swinging event is, what are we looking at? April
2nd and 3rd.
Yeah, April 2nd and 3rd.
I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm pumped.
Yeah, so again, we have another, you know, the property, total property area is like 70 plus acres. It's another late 1700, early 1800s farm. The current house that's on there, it's got a marker stone from the mid 1800s. And from what we understand, obviously that's not the original house. One of our members, Gene Kaler, you know, and I'm sure a lot of people on the site know, like, they didn't build the stone house first. And the stone house on the property, that was built last, right? It was log cabin to protect the family. Then it was barn to protect the animals and the crops. And then it was the stone house once everybody got settled. So, you know, we know this property's been owned for a long time. It's been farmed or pastures, you know, for a very long time. And interestingly enough, the owner of this property comes from another township, and she's a member of her historical society. And she was like,
awesome.
You know, so we started talking to her about maybe going down there and showing those guys what we do, and, you know, helping them raise some funds, because they're in a very similar situation.
Right. So, yeah, so you added a lot of stuff to the last hunt I was at, you know, the brass in the grass, you know, game of tones, all that stuff. That made the event so much more interesting and fun, you know, and it was like different. It was different from other events I've been to, you know what I mean? And it was in a good way. And, you know, it was just, I found out I am not good at Game of Tones, but
I was gonna say I got a great picture of you that looks like you're about to snap the shaft of your machine over your knee.
You know, I agree with that. I wasn't good at that either. I struggled with that. That was hard. But you know what?
You created it.
He came up with the name. He came up with the name.
Okay.
He came up with the name.
I came up with the name, Rob's idea, and I mean, watching the kids do the kids hunt too is just, it's fun to see them get involved like that. You know, just I think Chris Altman gave a book away as a prize last year, and to see that
Eric's,
you know,
you see Eric's comment. Game of Tones.
Oh, he's the champion. Yeah, he was the champion. I'll tell you what, I don't know what title, was. I could not find out what that was. My guesses were way off. I don't know. Did you put a nail next to something or no?
You know what I did. So, so let me first thank a couple of people. Number one, you know, I said early on, guys like Drew and Mind Lab early on supporters, right? So Sean, right here in front of us, Sean Keller, you know, Keller. He Keller, Special K.
Sean Keller.
The notorious DIG.
Yeah,
we're working on another name.
He was like, "Hey, I'm thinking of my name, like for my Facebook page. I'm thinking about calling it this or calling it that." And then he told me he was going to go a different direction. I said, "I'm stealing that Game of Tones because I got an idea." I was going to call it the Gauntlet originally, but the premise behind it is, you know, I watch these guys on YouTube, and I get it. The more you use your machine, the better you know it, right? But I watch these guys on YouTube, and they're swinging their coil, they're walking along, and it's like, bam, oh, that's solid, and they turn, you know, bam, bam, that's solid, and they're like, oh yeah, this is a 2-cent piece, 6 inches down. And I'm like, are they really that good? You know, because that's pretty impressive. Like, I get it, VDI, you know, but there's like soil mineralization, there's EMI, and there's a million different things that can factor in. Like, I'm happy when I get a consistent signal. I don't even like forget VDI, but you know, I see some of these guys and I'm like, you know what? If these guys show up, I'm going to test them. And I'm going to see how good they really are, right? So that was where Game of Tones came from. So we put 10 targets in the ground, and the idea was go run over those 10 targets and tell me what's in the ground. And I probably made it a little harder than I should have, right? So some of the targets were easy, right? It was like, hey, silver quarter, right? Like probably, you know, for the most part. But then I thought like, you know, silver quarter's too easy. Let's put a rusty nail next to it.
I knew you were doing something. You knew something was up.
Then it was like, oh yeah, you know, I'll put a dime in the ground, but I'm gonna put it on edge. You know, like.
Oh, now you tell me.
So this year it's not going to be as hard. You know, I'm going to have probably 5 or 6 that are unique, very easy to identify targets. And then the other 4 will be probably the ones that are the game changers. Because I mean, look, like I said, I know there's guys out there that are great with their machines. I've seen them, I've met them. You know, I watched one guy do a video and he, you know, going this way gets the target. He's like, oh, that's great. He goes the other way. And he's like, you know what? He's like, it's tight this way, but it's not tight this way. It's long. He's like, I'm thinking, you know, this is a longer target. It's good sounding target. It's probably copper or brass, but it's a long target. And I'll tell you what, man, that description there meant to me, like when he dug in, pulled the key, I was like, that he knows his machine, right? He knew that target was tight one way and not tight the other way. Like, so that was the kind of thing that motivated me to do that. And then Chris Altman, like, you guys know Chris. I see him. He's on here. You can't say enough from the things about the guy. The guy's solid, 100%. Like, you know, what he's doing right now with Squeak and Emily, getting those 2 girls involved. Those 2 are superstars. But, you know, he helps, you know, Sean was a sponsor. Chris came and said, you know, hey, I do a lot of stuff with kids. If you've ever seen any of Chris's stuff, he does like kind of like learning lessons. He'll go out and like teach to a 1st grade class or go to like some natural society or something like that, be outside and we'll have a bunch of kids around him and teach them how to use the detectors. And he's like, you know, if you're interested in doing that at your event, which I had already announced we were going to do a kids hunt. He's like, I want to be on board, right? I want to be the sponsor for that. I want to be involved in that as much as I can be. And he, you know, he's killing it right now. Like normally, you know, the the majority of logistics for this event fall on my shoulders. But Chris is out, like he's getting like prizes and donations, and he's got people coming in bringing coins. I think if I'm calling anything out here too early, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Bobby Buddha is going to donate a machine to the kids' coin hunt. Like that's huge, right? Like you talk about, you know, Charles, you said earlier, like the people in this hobby are good people. That's a testament to it right there. Yeah, you just can't say enough good things. Good people for sure.
Definitely.
Yeah. Just so everyone knows, at some point in the show here, I'm going to give away some logo stickers and a general service button. I don't know if you can see that.
Oh, nice.
Beautiful
Oh, yeah,
general
that is a beautiful
service button.
Oh, wow, that's in good condition. Wow.
Also, can I brag real quick today? I found a really cool old bottle.
I
had to brag a little bit because Chris Altman found an amazing bottle at one of your events.
Yeah.
Our last event was, I've never seen a bottle like that actually in person look that amazing. And what was it, mid 1800s, I think?
Yeah, that was a I'm actually looking at the image right now. I got a great well, I sent you that picture. Yeah, let me see if I can share that. Let's see.
Might be easier. Yeah, because I'm gonna have the YouTube pulled up.
Oh, you know what? Let's do this. You want to do the raffle for the early entry people, or do you want to hold that towards the end? It's up to you.
It doesn't matter to me.
You know what? We'll hold off on it. Let's go. Let's take a look at the picture. Let me see if I can find this.
Let me mute this out. Okay, I gotta mute.
Let me see.
You're also gonna give something away at some point, Rob?
Yeah, we're gonna give away a 1922 peace dollar. How's that sound?
Ooh, sounds good.
Wow. 1922 silver peace dollar.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Hang in there.
Yeah.
I guess I'm going to stick around then.
Yeah, everybody should stick around. So did you turn on the share? Can you see that, Charles?
All right, here we go.
Yeah, so that's Chris. That's Chris in his bottle right there. That's a
can you click and zoom in on that a little bit?
Let me see.
With this,
or
do you have this?
How about that?
Do you have that? There you go.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
That bottle is amazing.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Was that a beer bottle, right? An old beer bottle?
It's either a beer or a soda bottle, and this right here, you'll see it says Norristown, PA. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that's a town that's not far from us at all. But from when this bottle was produced, a good distance away. But that thing came out of the ground. It's pristine.
Yeah, and that's.
And Chris wasn't dump diving, right? He was looking for a target. He was digging a metal target and came across a small dump site and was able to pull that out.
Yeah. So yeah, you never know what you're going to find at these natural hunts too. You could stumble upon an entire dump in the woods or something.
Oh, for sure.
Actually, we kind of did on that last event. We found a bunch of bottles, not that old, but we found a bunch of mid 1900 bottles and all kinds of stuff. It was definitely a dump at some point.
Yeah, I think this was from the last event. I might be wrong. I apologize for anybody if I'm getting the event wrong, but this is kind of the scope of what people find, right? Like, here's an old garden shovel, spoon, hinge, couple coins, some jewelry.
Actually, that's my finds.
Is that you, man?
Yeah, because I use that white thing there. Yeah, that's mine. Yeah, that's mine.
Oh, is that yours?
The ring I found by the old pool at the last hunt. There was an old pool that used to be there, and that was a ring. And I found the 2 silver mercs in the woods. And
wow.
Yeah, I found it. Yeah, I found out there. Yeah.
Yeah, so Sean found 2 silver mercs in the woods, and then at the end of the day, when we were all standing around chatting it up, he found 1 silver merc in the recycling bin.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I love telling that story, Sean.
I know. I do like that one.
And
That's
then here's
awesome.
another one, right? So this is from one of the other events. You know, this is what I mean. When I see this, I'm like, all right, this is somebody who's actually out, you know, in the real world detecting, right? You know, some collab coins, some Wheaties, you know, a little bit of silver. You know, you got some rusty nails. We got some bullets. You know,
That's
this
awesome.
is what my day. This is what I look. In my mind, this is a good day. And then let's see, what was this one?
Definitely.
Oh, so this was Lenny Cooper.
Oh man, he got a detector.
Lenny Cooper actually won the Vanquish, and also like was kind enough to share his find. So this was at the first Come Out Swingin event. That was like that first Come Out Swingin event. I think they found either 6 or 8 of these Crotal bells. It was like a Crotal bell fest. I still have yet to find a full Crotal bell, and like I'm back at the booth, like watching everybody like come by and send in pictures, and they're all rolling in with these Crotal bells. I was losing my mind. And then, you know, this was probably from that same event as well. Another Crotal bell. You know, just some general hardware. Nice spoon. It's a great spoon. And let me see. I got a couple more.
If I could find it.
This is what, like, you know, people from out of state, people from we get people who come from everywhere. We got people come from Utah. We've had people come from Texas, you know, primarily from the Northeast. Some come from down south and come up. But the people who come from, you know, the Midwest, this is what they're looking for, right? They're looking for the coppers. Yeah, because they're, you know, they're looking for colonial stuff. They're looking for, you know, shoe buckles and all the fun stuff.
Yeah.
And then let me see here. Do we have another? I think I have one more picture of some finds. Yeah, this looks awesome. Like one of my days. Old pocket knife, rusty chain, you know, broken bell.
Hey, Rain's guide, that's good.
Rain's guides are good, right? Coin that nobody could ever describe. That's definitely one of my days.
What's that star looking, or the?
Oh, let's go back. Yeah, no, that was like a rosette, I think, from like a drawer hardware or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, this is the condition my nails are usually in too. So they're never even, my nails are never even nice. Oh, and then this is a pretty good one. This was from I think
wow.
Yeah. This might Yeah, there was I have a very similar. My son actually found one of these. I think these were 1860s, 1870s. They're usually got a patent date, this clip right here. This one was really nice, a bigger one. You know, find a lot of those really big ones like that. I mean, if you put some finesse to it, you could probably straighten it out. But you know, this is again some nice pottery over here. You know, all around good day as far as that hunt was concerned.
Yeah.
But I saw people commenting, right? This is what it's really about, right?
I know that one guy there.
Lots of friends to be made. A lot of good people, for sure.
Definitely. Oh, yeah. Now, quick question. Are you going to have shirts maybe in the future or anything like that?
Yeah. So what I'm hoping to do is consistently use, if you guys remember the original Come Out Swingin logo.
Yeah.
So my hope is to consistently use the original Come Out Swingin logo and start using that to brand stuff. Right. So I don't know if we can see it here. It's this one, right? So that's the guy right there, the original Come Out. So thinking about just getting that tweaked a little bit, cleaning it up, and just using that to do our branding. But you know, for every event, we roll out some new art. You know, and I'm always excited to do that. So you know, people get to see, you some different stuff like in the fall frolic last year, right? This was the artwork, and you can see it, right? Like when we send away for it, we're like, what does it look like on a shirt? What would it look like on a hat? We get them to mock it up for us, and we get to see what it looks like. It's just, and kind of as I alluded to earlier, the volunteers, don't get me wrong, the volunteers are huge, but the volunteers are more on the event side of it, and we've got more help now, right? And I've always handled the artwork and the metal detecting and for the most part, anything specific to the metal detecting. They handle some of the sponsorships that we get and help me coordinate with the registration and all. But this year, we're going to be more proactive about making sure that we have some kind of, I guess, swag available, whether it's in the form of shirts or hats. And what I'd like to do is maybe do a little kind of like a pre-sign up, so we can start getting people to say like, yeah, this is kind of what I'm committed to. Do you think now, Charles, would be a good time to reveal the logo for Spring Fling 2022?
I was waiting for it. The big reveal.
The big reveal.
Yeah,
all right.
And then my cat walks by.
All right, the big reveal. Let me see if I can find the right one. I think it's this one. There it is.
There it is.
Oh, cool.
Awesome.
Yes, we went with a female detectorist for the Spring Fling 2022. We tied in the bunny for Easter, right? It's Easter time.
Oh,
a little early for Easter, but she's kicking it with her detector. We got the pouch going on with the Garrett carrot in it. So yeah. So these, another thing we do at the events is we do the sticker swap, right? So we tell everybody, like, if your club or somebody you're working with has stickers, bring them. We get them all laid out on the table, and everybody just comes in and swaps stickers, which is pretty awesome. So
yeah, I got a whole bunch last year from that. That was awesome.
Yeah, that was really. I love how we set up a table, and everybody puts their logo stickers in there, and you can, pick from them.
Yeah, my wife said that she looked at it. I told her we were going with a girl, and we were going with like a video game type character. And then she saw it. She's like, all right, it's classy. It's classy enough. Like, they can go. Some of those cartoon character girls are like,
yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think if there's any. Was there anything else, Charles, in the picture file that you thought like, yeah?
Well, do you have any pictures of the Game of Tones or the?
Oh, what I have is a great picture of the kids hunt right here, right? So this is me and my buddy, awesome, right here. Yeah. So
zoom in just the hair on that.
Yeah. So
just to zoom. Sorry.
Yeah.
There it is.
Oh, look at this, Garrett AT. Look at the sticker on this thing. Wow.
What is that? Were you borrowing it?
What is that? That was a rental.
That was a rental. Yeah, so I mean, this we got so busy in the kids hunt area. This picture really doesn't do it a lot of justice, but a lot of people chipped in. Like you can see in the back here, Dennis Wisinger, he's actually helping out in Game of Tones. We had some overflow, so some of the kids had finished up with the kids hunt. Oh, I'm sorry, Brass in the Grass. They left the kids hunt, and then they went over to the Brass in the Grass to look for brass tokens for prizes. So Dennis was over there helping them do that. But yeah, at one point, probably, one of the greatest things to see was there was about 30 adult detectorists sitting around the periphery of the kids hunt, just watching all the kids metal detect. It was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Eric Loopold said she hasn't stopped talking about it.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. If we ever need to shoot a video on how to dig a plug, You know, I saw Miss Emily when, I don't know, she was like 5. I saw her dig a plug. It was a pretty special thing to watch. She does a great job.
Yeah.
Lydia does an
you,
awesome job digging plugs. So, you know, these two right here can give anybody a lesson.
What is it? 14 and under are free, or?
Yeah. So yeah, 14 and under, any kid, their parents bring them in. We've got detectors ready to go. If they want to bring their own machines, that's fine. We'll work with them and use their own machines. But I have my backup Knox 800. We have there available at the event, and then we also have the Nokta Simplex. The Simplex is awesome because it's the scope telescopes down, or the shaft telescopes down so much. When I first started using it with kids, I had a mom come up and she had like a 2-year-old and a 3-year-old. And she's like, I don't know, the machine looks too big. And I was like, no, we can do it, you know. And these little 2 and 3-year-olds were walking around with that Nokta swing in it, and we were digging targets. So that's a great machine, you know, for this event. Plus, it's pretty rugged. I mean, that thing gets bounced around and it holds up pretty well. It's a nice little starter machine. It does exactly what it needs to do. You know what? It goes beyond being a starter machine. I shouldn't do it a disservice. It's a nice machine if you're looking for a machine.
Now, I know I helped out a little bit at the last event with the kids, and you know, I was able to, you know, make my machine really small and help them out. I just, you know, that was something I always wanted to do. And I mean, I think that was probably one of the best moments of the event for me, was just being able to help the kids learn and teach them, you know, how to pinpoint on the target, how to dig a nice trapdoor plug. And just to see them smiling and the excitement, it was just, that just made it the whole event for me. So thank you for letting me be a part of that.
No, thank you for being a part of it. And I hope I didn't, you know, I should give you a little more credit than you're taking for being a part of it. You were huge in making sure that was a success at our event. I mean, you probably donated near your body weight in coins to that thing. So I appreciate that very much.
That's what the U-Haul truck was for then. No.
That's right.
No, I'm kidding.
I'll try to think if there's anything else from you know, this was a pretty interesting. You know, do you remember when this happened at the last event? Do you remember when this happened?
Yeah, that's right.
Yes.
And what was even, the 9 large cents, right?
Yeah.
And what was even more impressive about this was this. So he dug those 9 large cents, and he was so excited, he called somebody else over to dig with him. He's like, I just couldn't. He was like, there were so many targets, I couldn't keep up with them. And the person he called over found those 3. Like,
wow.
You know, again, talking about how awesome the people in this hobby are. Like, that's just a testament to it right there.
Yeah, I think I got a large center too. I think mine was a little difficult to make out, but I got one. And Sean got some really nice old buttons too back in there.
Yeah, a blow button I got there at the event.
The blow button.
That was a bucket lister for me. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have a picture of Game of Tones at all?
I don't have a picture of Game of Tones. I wish I did.
I'll be right back. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, you know what? I was going to say, I probably have the sign, but that's about it. You know, in the early events, you know, too, we talk about how these things evolve, and, you know, we're always looking for feedback. We ask people when they're there, like, what do you like about the event? What could we do better? We ask people afterwards, hey, you attended, you know, how did you feel about the event? Is there anything that we could do to improve? In our first 2 events, we did, I don't know if you remember this, Charles, we did the judged find competition.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the judged find competition was people would find stuff, they'd bring it in, we would catalog it, we would take pictures of it, we'd seal it in an envelope. There it is.
He's had that outside the house. People think he's selling it.
That's it.
I actually put it in my front yard for a while. I did.
I thought you were driving around with it in your back window.
Well, it's the first event I've ever sponsored or did anything like that. So it's kind of like I like doing that, you know. But
yeah, well, we definitely appreciate it. Look, and the sponsorship, you know, there's 50, 100, 150, There's a, an event level sponsor that's, for like manufacturers and stuff that's like up around the 300. So we're either asking them to donate equipment or make a financial contribution. And, as our event grows and it gets more traction and more people talk about it, more and more people are getting involved. And again, we try to keep the event fresh and try and bring new ideas, like the judge find competition. This was, I thought that was the winner. The winner.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that was a nice button. The winner was actually I think this is it. Nope, that's the large cent. So it was like that first event when we ran it. Oh, here it is. There was a bunch of stuff. So, but we did the criteria.
Bridal rosette, it looks like.
It's a bridal rosette, yeah. We did the criteria for the judge find competition, and there was like 7 categories that every item got judged on. And 2 of the categories were, obviously like, things like condition, relevance to the area. But one of the things that helped this particular item win the competition was relevance to the property and the property owners. And they were able to, tie in the fact that, somebody who had previously owned that property, probably possessed this. In fact, somebody else on the property found a coat button that most likely was like a cavalry coat button. This was another find. This was like a mind blower.
Oh yeah, I was there. I was there when was that Dale that dug those, or Dale, or I forget his name now, but I was there when he dug those. That was amazing.
Is that the very first Come Out Swingin?
This was at the very first Come Out Swingin.
Yeah, I missed that one. I didn't get a chance to go to that.
Yeah, I mean, somebody found a Real. It was Jersey coppers, Connecticut coppers.
Someone found a part of a gold pocket watch too.
Yeah, we found part of a gold pocket watch. Somebody let the owners of the property were like, hey, you guys want to come detect around the house, feel free to come and detect around the house. And they actually found a trapper's tag for the original owner of the house.
Oh yeah, that was amazing.
They showed it to the house, the current owners, and they went, oh wait, hold on. They went back inside, took a picture off the mantle, and it was a picture of the guy standing next to the house. So they gave that trapper's tag to the owners, and they've attached it to the frame since then. So that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, that was. I mean, every single event has been amazing.
And this is, I mean, you guys can speak to it as well as I could, but this is kind of the landscape that we're looking at, right? We're going to be sometimes in fields that were planted with crops, and then sometimes we're just going to be in these pastures. And it's really anything goes. You never know what you're going to find.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was awesome. that was a pretty special hunt. Here's another one of those crotal bells. I think the guy who took this picture, I think he found like 3 of them within like 2 feet of each other.
Wow.
Hey, real quick, sorry to interrupt. Dennis Farley asked Rob, his son has a disability called Williams syndrome, and he like to come. Is it okay? Yeah, I think that would be.
Yeah, Dennis. I mean, we'd love to have anybody who wants to come. And if you reach out to me, if you message me, I'm on Facebook. You can just search my name. I think I'm under Robert instead of Rob. There's not going to be a lot of us. It's an unusual name. Or you can come out to the Come Out Swingin page. You'll find me there. Message me. I would say, you and I should have a conversation, about the type of terrain that we're going to be on. I don't know what your son's particular ailment is, but, we can make any accommodations for him. We will. If we have to get him some reserved parking, closer to some areas where he can hunt, we'll make that happen for sure.
That's awesome. I mean, so you have two events a year with the Come Out Swingin, correct?
Yeah, the first year we did one, and then last year we did 2, and our goal is to be, we're going to do one in the spring and one in the fall. The spring one will be called the Spring Fling, and the fall one will be called the Fall Frolic, and then we'll kind of go from there. But we've been really lucky. You know, this was our vendor setup.
There we
at the
go.
first event.
Yeah. There's Drew on the side there.
There's Drew, and there's Deb, and some people might recognize this guy in the back. I think he's a little bit famous on YouTube.
There you go. Is that Chris back there?
No, that's actually a guy who's taller than you.
Order.
I couldn't see
it
from back
Here's dog tag right here. Gotta love me some dog tag.
Dog tag Doug.
And there's the Mind Lab Jeep. They rolled that out, and back here we were just getting ready to inflate the inflatable, and this is the kind of setup that the vendors put out, and we had the opportunity to set up indoor, last year, which was kind of nice. So we had some indoor seating.
Yeah, he's got a really nice selection of stuff. The Rikers boxes, the books. I got a Civil War bullet book there, which I'm glad I got. It helps identify. I actually had a chance to go down and hunt in Civil War areas, so that book came in handy. And those you can see the amount of texts that he has over here is pretty overwhelming. And you saw in the last thing, like all the Civil War, the North-South Trader, he's got all that stuff. Those guys have been great to us too. They always give us giveaways and subscriptions. He puts these together with Drummer Boy out in Gettysburg. Those guys are great for us. They always donate a bunch of these for us to give away. So I think this year we're giving away at this event coming up, we're giving away the Garrett, right? The new Garrett. Which one? I forget the name of it. Yep.
The
new one, the Apex?
The Apex, yes. We have an Apex we're going to be raffling off. It's kind of like a grand prize.
Awesome.
Yeah. And, we got all the kind of stuff. We do all, in addition to the prizes that you can win by participating in the Brass in the Grass or the prize tokens that are in the field for the seated hunt. We do some indoor raffles, like, just if people come in off the street from the community and they want to participate, they can come and do the test garden. They can come and do Game of Tones. They can come and do the kids coin hunt. They can do Brass in the Grass. We just asked for Brass in the Grass just for a small donation, like a $2 donation to the Historical Society. All the money, 100% goes to the capital fund for the Historical Society to put a roof on a building, make some other upgrades. It's an old building, an old church that they're renovating to make part of the Historical Society. And the other nice thing is the Relic Recovery Club, we have our own curated exhibit in there. So they give us like a 12-foot long glass top case. So any of the club hunts or any of the stuff that we find at our events, we put in there, and then we mark them up and tell people where they were found and what they are. And then we offer to the people who found it, like, if you want to leave it, with the society, they'll archive it for you and it'll always be available there. If you want it back, we send it back. We cover the shipping or somebody drops it off.
Yeah. Do you mind if I share my YouTube? And because I have just a couple videos of the last event, just for people that might be curious. I took little clips throughout the event. If it's okay if I jump on there for a minute.
Yeah, no, that's cool with me.
So these.
Hey, there's me. No.
So these basically, this is a day 1 and a day 2 of the last event that you had. So I just kind of tried to grab some clips throughout the day of some of the natural digs we were doing. I got the seated hunt in there, Game of Tones, and the kids hunt. And I believe some pictures of the prizes from like the token or the Brass in the Grass and stuff in these videos. So could give, maybe someone that has never been to an event before, just an idea of kind of how the day went, and the different prizes and stuff that we were able to get. So if they would like to check it out, head on over there and watch them.
Yeah. Go check out all of his videos. grab a beverage of your choice.
Big bag of popcorn.
some lap snacks and
yeah. So would you like to give something away or
yeah, why don't we do the let me see if I can kick that back up here. Let's do the drawing first for all the kids that want to find out if they're going to come. So this is kind of a limited, you're going to have to just share that, Charles, but this is a limited raffle, right? It's not for everybody who's currently in the chats right now, but the Relic Recovery Club.
I'll do the giveaway.
Yeah, we kicked up our membership, for the new year in January. So we ran kind of a little promotion. Anyone who registered before January 14th would be entered into a special, private small hunt. So we're going to draw, 8 names, and I'll file a little bit of a caveat. I know some of the people on here are like families, like if Kelly Bentz wins, right? I know Kelly's going to, want to bring somebody as our second adult detectorist. So if we're going to that smaller property, I'm always keen on making sure everybody's got enough place to detect. So kind of like the maximum number for the drawing here is going to be 8. So I'm going to shuffle and spin, and then I'll catalog the first 8 names. Okay.
All right. Good luck, everybody.
Oh, barn burner.
Barn, are you gonna write these down?
Yeah, I'm writing them down now, and I'm gonna remove them as we spin. All right, so that's number 1. We'll shuffle and spin.
Good luck, everybody.
And I'll send everybody a private message.
Pick me.
Look, I mentioned your name. I mentioned your name.
Wait, did you say they're allowed to bring somebody as a guest?
Well, Kelly's got a family membership to the club, right? So she's got a second adult, and her second adult and her family membership is actually a detector. So yeah, cool. So I got Kelly +1 here. So congratulations, Kelly.
Congratulations.
All right.
Oh, went past Sean Keller.
No.
Congrats.
I'm trying to do this as fast as I can because I know it's like, it's only exciting if you win. Mark.
I'm lagging, so I don't.
Mark Dieter.
It's lagging, so I don't know who wins.
Oh, okay. Well, hopefully everyone else can see it. We're keeping it.
Congratulations, Mark.
Everybody's odds are getting better. Joe.
Nice. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
All right.
Joe.
Getting there. I got the last 3.
3.
Chad.
Yes, you won, Kelly. Yep.
Chad. Congrats.
Just remember, everybody who wins, I will send you a Facebook message once I have all the details worked out.
Oh, so this is for an exclusive hunt.
Woo! Sorry, I got excited about it because I was waiting.
Did you win?
Yeah, I won. Yeah.
Go on.
It's not very just.
You said you'd give that to me.
I'm sorry for the excitement.
Don't be sorry. Don't be sorry. I'm up next.
All right, James Orifice. All right, so we got 8. Hey,
congratulations, everybody.
Congratulations for sure. Like I said earlier, man, people get excited when you find stuff. You ever want to hunt with somebody who gets excited about stuff that you find? Go detecting with Sean. That dude gets so juiced up.
Man, I do. I love it.
Every find is an exciting find when you're detecting with Sean. All right. That was awesome.
Yes.
Hey, thank you to everybody who's already registered for the club. I think we're, we've already exceeded our membership number for last year. So that's huge. Anyone who's already registered for the Come Out Swingin event in April. Remember, the club hunts and the Come Out Swingin events are two different things, right? The club hunts are free to anyone who registers for the club. The Come Out Swingin events are fundraisers that you have to register for. We've had registration open now for, I guess, what is it, like a week? Yeah, that we've opened our registration for Come Out Swingin. We're about 3/4 of the way done. Yeah, we're pressing like 75, I think. So yeah, we're getting there.
Yeah.
Magic number is 100 for this event. So.
All right. 25 to go.
Yeah, we're almost
24 because 24 because Nanny Diggs will be in tonight.
Yeah, I got a brick for Nanny Diggs. So when I see her, I'm gonna, I got a nice little
brick
special. A brick.
That's me. I'm the brick collector.
I thought she was the brick collector on the Keystone Exchange thing there. Wasn't she like swapping bricks for people?
No, that was my post. Because Chris
Altman, well, then I got a brick for you.
Chris Altman brought me a brick from New York.
Well, this isn't going to be as special as a brick from New York. Nice. So I'll drive by and throw through your window. How's that sound?
Little Dirt Diggers is in the house. I just want to give a shout out to Little Dirt Diggers is in here too.
I'll have to sell the brick window fix then.
Yeah, so everybody, when you come out swinging, if you're out in the woods and you stumble across an old house and you stumble across some bricks, you like them to have manufacturer's mark on them, right?
The makers, yes, the names, yeah.
All right, bring all your bricks to Come Out Swinging.
All right. Is it okay if I do my giveaway quick?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. I am going to. So everybody needs to comment, please, and then you'll be entered into. I'm going to take the participants off of YouTube. Just give me a little bit of time. It's.
And I'm not sure, but on another live I was watching on Bobby's live, I think Emily was donating something too as well.
Yes, Emily did. Emily's donating a bunch of coins to the kids hunt.
Yeah, that's that's awesome.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, it was great watching those two on Bobby's show. He did a great job with them, and then Chris came on, and those two basically teamed up on Chris and handed it to him, and then she rolled out. He was giving her a hard time, and then she rolled out hey Chris, I'm going to donate this for your kids hunt, and
you make her feel bad now.
Yeah, he did. But she was solid. Yeah, she did a great job. And in fact, I sent her a message afterwards telling her thanks, and she responded to me right away. So she's like, like this little professional. It's pretty crazy.
Oh, I'm going to try to copy and paste names here. Digging Dad.
Who's Digging Dad?
Now, Robert, as far as, are you going to have any food vendors at this one, or?
Yeah, so again, this is one of those things. So the first one we did, we had it catered. And then the second one we had somebody bring in food, and it was catered again, just a little different. So the first one was, they just kind of dropped off all the food, and the volunteers who are awesome, kind of served it and, made sure everybody. The second one, the caterer actually came and handled, distributing all the food. The third one, the volunteers actually did the catering, made all the food. So we're trying to figure out the logistics of all that. But I think this time what we're going to do is take pre-orders. So I'm going to put the menu online, and then people can just pre-order. Hey, for breakfast, I want a ham, egg, and cheese on a croissant. And then for lunch, I want a, roast beef hoagie, whatever the case may be. We'll come up with the menu. This way we can kind of streamline that process and get everybody what they want. And Kelly, yes, we'll have donuts.
Donuts.
Plenty of donuts. And hey, Moondog, while we're talking about food, right? Donna Funk, I hope you're listening. If not, maybe Bob's on. I don't know. I didn't see either of their names, but anybody knows Donna and Bob Funk. those are two other people who have been great to our events. Every time they donate, stuff for us to give away, coins, prizes, swag, stuff from Deep Search Metal Detecting Club. And then Donna donates all the coffee. I think last year she gave us like 12 pounds of coffee or something like that. So, and then anything that we don't use at the event, which we usually use most of it, anything we don't use at the event goes to one of my favorite charities. I do a lot of charitable work. It's called Preston's Pantry. It's a food kitchen or a food pantry in our community. So,
Sean, are you on your laptop by chance?
Yes.
Are you able to get in to YouTube? I'm struggling with this lagging again. So trying to copy all the participants.
I can't go into YouTube because I'm on my wife's computer and it says it's restricted content. Yeah, so I can't do it because she's a school teacher. It's on her school teacher laptop. So I can't do it. Maybe Rob maybe?
No, I don't think he can. I don't think he can.
What is it that you're looking to have done?
Well, we got to get on the lot. You have to click on YouTube and click on the live video. Mute it out.
Oh, brother.
There's an 18-step process here.
This sounds
Hey, it's a little bit easier than Game of Tones, so
it's let me see here. Let's see, live. You want to walk me through it again?
Yeah, so you'll go to the YouTube, you'll click on our actual live video, and then mute it out. Hit the mute speaker.
Oh, let me see. Keystone History Hoarders. Go to the live video. Mute it out. All right.
And then you're gonna go to the right side. There is should be 3 dots, I believe. Let me try to click back now. Okay, so go down to participants.
Got it. It's open.
And then you want to go all the way down to the bottom and copy all those names.
All right. Like drag copy, that work?
Yeah, and then then you can go over to your wheel of names and paste those new names into that wheel, please.
Okay. Let's see if I can make this work.
We're not using StreamYard giveaway this time. We wanted to use this wheel, so it's going to be
I do like the wheel better. I'm going to admit it.
Yes.
Let me see.
I like your duck hunt too. That was cool. The duck hunt and the different ones you showed me. That was,
They are neat. Yeah. Like I said, I gotta get out shopping for a new computer.
We need a tech guy. No.
Yeah, we need an IT. We got to hire an IT guy here.
That's what Creek Geek said. He's Alan Hendricks. I would wear a Pittsburgh Steelers hat if I had one. I don't have one right now. Or Pittsburgh.
What was my last one? Underground Buddha.
Underground Buddha.
The problem is it doesn't give me like a copy all or whatever.
For everybody,
I think my brother's here.
Is he?
John S. I think that's my brother. It's not Wheel of Fortune. It's called Wheel of Names.
Wheel of Misfortune. Let me see here. Apple A, Apple Paste.
I feel like we got to play that Journey song, Wheels in the Sky.
All right, I think I got it. How many people should you think I should have? What's the number? You think it's 21?
If you want to screen share it, we can go over the list and then we'll look in.
Yeah, here we go. I'll share it.
See if we're missing anyone. Thanks, Robert.
Yeah, no worries. What do we think? We got Alan, Ambient Girl, Chris, Creek, Dawn, Delaware County, Dennis, Digging with Squeak. Oops, Digging Dad is on there. Eric,
Brian
John
McMahon.
S., Jersey, Kelly Bentz, Keystone, Little Dirt Diggers. I guess I get rid of you. All right.
Berks County you can get rid of too.
Okay. Two Taverns. Todd is in the house.
Brian McMahon, do you have him?
I don't see him.
Yeah, he should be on there.
All right, Brian's in.
Mindy G, John S.
Mindy?
Yeah. Dawn Williams.
I got John S. I don't know about Dawn Williams.
You're digging at metal detecting. Ambient Girl digs.
Once we get the names in, then we can use it for a couple giveaways, right?
Oh, I got Dawn Williams twice.
You got Hollywood Joe in there?
I did not get Hollywood Joe.
Joe.
I'm just going to put Hollywood.
Hollywood.
Stories from the Signals in here too. You want to make sure you get him.
Stories from the Signals. This is putting Rob to work. I feel bad.
All right.
Yeah, we're gonna have to.
I got to carry a couple boxes now for you.
I might have to be your tech support.
Got to call up Rob, the IT guy.
All right. Anything else? Anybody else? We good?
Everybody in there?
Yeah, comment if you haven't. Ryan Whiteneck, is he in there?
Please comment if you do not see your name in there.
Delaware County Diggers. Oh, we got him.
Delaware's in there.
Underground Buddha.
Underground's in there.
Thank you, Ambient Girl.
Yeah, I'm not very good at this. Jersey Ray Diggs, you got her.
Is Nathan in there?
Jersey's in. Nathan Babb?
Yeah, and Rob M.
Rob Morden.
Yeah, Rob Morden. And Joe, I don't know how to pronounce it. Joe Mitchell.
Mitchell.
Is he in there?
Two Tavern Todd.
Two Taverns in there.
I like that name.
About Sean Clad Van Dam.
Oh, that's my new nickname, Sean Clad Van Dam. We just came up with it. Crick 53.
Crick
or Creek?
It says, I say Crick. No, it's Crick. It's Crick.
Get
Yeah,
down,
it's spelled.
Get down to the crick there.
Yeah, get down to the crick now.
Get down to the crick. Throw me over the fence some hay.
Andy's not allowed to get in this because he wins all the time.
No, he was in here. Andy was in here too. Dutch Boy was in here. I don't know if they're still in, but I think they are. I'm not sure.
Oh, Patrick Herman is Stories from the Signal.
All right. Well, we got him. Stories from the Signal.
Yeah, you're good. Little
Dirt he knows his code name. Oh, Little Dirt Digger. Yeah.
Little Dirt Diggers.
Donna Funk.
Donna's in.
Dutch Boy. Got a lot of people here.
Yeah, it's busy night.
Dustin, Dutch Boy, Augustino, Triple D.
Yes, yep.
It's a lot easier to put 5 people in, you know.
We got to figure out a way to copy and paste it. It's easier. There got to be.
Well, I
copied and pasted it, but it didn't have everybody for some reason.
I could do it, but being a history hoarder, I've hung onto this computer so long that it probably should go in a museum. But
Dennis Farley museum. Dennis Farley too. He was up there.
Okay, yeah, Dennis Farley. Oops.
I don't know if he's still in, but like I said, he was in the chat. So yeah, that's everybody, I think.
All right.
We all good. All right, so I'm gonna give away a logo sticker and a general service button. Beautiful general service button.
All right. You tell me when you're ready.
Ready. Good luck.
All right. Shuffle, 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 and spin. KB.
Kelly. Kelly
on fire tonight.
She's winning. Yeah, she's winning a lot here. So I'm gonna
I feel bad I put a small B on her name.
So I just posted where the winners can email me their mailing address, and or at least for this one, and I will get that out to you, Kelly.
Good, Jack. Congrats.
Yeah, well done. All right, so I got a little giveaway I'd like to do since we got the names here. We'll show the picture later on after we do the spin. Same deal, right? So I'm going to have it shipped direct to you from the dealer. What we're giving away is a 1922. Imagine that, it's 2022. 100 years old.
Sweet.
Peace dollar. Big
Nice.
old silver peace dollar. All right, let's get back into the wheel of misfortune here. Do a little shuffle. Good luck, everybody.
Get some
For the 1922 silver peace dollar. DCD, Delaware County Diggers.
Yeah, he said peace. Nice. Congrats.
Well done. All right. Well, Sean, you want to make your announcement? You want to do it? You got your From the Ground shirt up on. I think you should do it, man.
What's the announcement?
Is he gonna?
I don't even
credit.
You wanted me to do it?
I'm doing it for you, but I'm doing it because you guys are representing Chris.
Yes. Well, I'll send you the money for it.
No. It's all me.
Yeah. No, I'll do it. I want to do 25. What is it? $25 for the ground from the shop. What?
$25 gift.
Let me clear this up for Sean.
Yes, thank you.
We're gonna do a $25 virtual gift certificate to the From the Ground Up shop, right? So Sean's got his From the Ground Up shirt on. Charles has got his From the Ground Up shirt on. And if you've been looking at the feed over here, you see Chris From the Ground Up book. That's him. So we're going to give away $25 to his gift shop. You'll contact me. You'll let me know what you want. We'll get it ordered and we'll get it sent out to you. Sound good?
Great.
Let's get some feedback.
Good luck. Sounds awesome.
All right, let's do some shuffle and pick another winner. Would it be crazy if Chris won? Look, he's coming.
Kelly.
Damn.
It's a good night to be Kelly Bentz.
Yeah, I want to be Kelly Bentz.
That's a strange thing to say, Charles.
Yeah, that is. Well, she did find 2 King George coins last hunt.
She did. Yeah, she did.
Yeah.
She crushed it at the last club hunt. Yeah, she got everybody started. Like, she was the first 2 good finds of the day. And then after that, it kicked off. So good to be Kelly Bentz.
Yeah, you're on fire. That's for sure.
All right. Well, that was fun.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was.
So let's see here. Do you have the you got the Delaware County Diggers for the silver?
Yep.
All right. Do you need his mailing address, or he can send it to me and I'll share it with you?
Yeah, that's fine. I was gonna say, if not, I can. It's up to him. I can give it if he doesn't come to the event. I know he was on the fence. If he doesn't come to the event, I can give it to Chris, and Chris can take it home to him, or I can ship it out to him. It's up to him.
Yeah. Congratulations, everybody.
Yeah, it's a good night.
Oh, there goes my cat again.
Delaware County Diggers ass.
There goes the cat, and there goes the computer.
There, he must have knocked it over. Delaware County Diggers asked if you still does Rob still have your address? Do you still have his address?
Probably from your registration, I do. Yeah. So I'll check. If I don't, I'll message you.
So my cat booted me somehow. Awesome. So we got a lot of people in here that are going to be at the event, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I see a lot of familiar names, a lot of familiar faces.
Appreciate it. Anything else you want to share? Or?
I don't even know, man. I told you, once you get me started, it's like going downhill with a wind behind my back. It's hard for me to stop.
Yeah.
We can do this. Let me see here. So probably it looks like everyone on here, just going through, is already registered. If you haven't registered yet, and you got your phone in your hand, can we do this real quick, Chris or Charles?
Oh yeah, definitely.
We'll do the there it is. Boom. Right there.
All right.
Yeah, so if you haven't registered for the event, you want to come to the event, this is the Come Out Swingin QR code. You scan that with your phone and it'll take you right to the registration page.
Yeah, you don't need the website for it if you can scan that, right?
Yep.
Okay. So leave that up there for a little bit.
Go ahead, Sean.
Can we post a link in the chat by chance of the page
for the Come Out Swingin event?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or for the registration, right?
For the registration. Yeah. Let me just grab that real quick.
Chris did not win anything tonight.
No.
Chris is a winner in life.
Yes. He got that nice bottle. That should last him a while.
Yeah, I would be looking at that all day. Let's see here. This is going to sound crazy, but how do I post in the chat?
You should be able to just.
Oh, do I have to be in the?
Someone said the QR code took them to your bank account.
Good luck. Let me know how you make out. Do me a favor. Take some out for me.
Yes. Can I get a loan?
Yeah, you know what? I have to copy that in YouTube, I think, and post it.
Can I? Let me see something, Sean. Can I?
Good night, Creek Geek. Works. Thanks for stopping out.
Yep. Good night, Creek. Yep. Good night. Yeah, that's going to be his first time at Come Out Swingin.
Awesome.
Yeah, so he's excited for that.
Sweet.
Yeah, I don't have the ability, I guess because of the way I'm signed into this, to post anything in the chat. I can see all the comments, but I can't post anything in there.
I'm going to do it from my phone, and I think I'm going to go to Come Out Swingin and hit copy the link and then post it in the chat if I can do that.
You should be able to. You should be able to.
I wonder if I could get signed in.
This is the Facebook chat. I'm in the Facebook post, so it'll take you to the link from Facebook.
Yeah, that's where we're trying to do everything right now is through Facebook. We're actually having a developer build a website to handle all the registration for both the club and the Come Out Swingin events.
I don't know if you can click on that. I think you got to make me a mod privileges, but you got to make Berks County Metal Detective me a mod.
Hey, make sure you put Keystone History Hoarders in there.
You know what I mean.
Get out of here.
All right, go turn off that QR code so you can see more of Sean.
There you go. On the big screen.
Damn. Look, I got the biceps going now.
Mad Hatter chatter. Go get your... I'm planning to go in April. Stories from the Signal plans on going in April. Get out of here.
Going right from Digstock to Come Out Swingin.
Next giveaway, my cats. No, get out of here. Good night, Mindy. Thank you for stopping out.
Yeah, everybody, thanks for swinging by. Thanks for
Really
listening
appreciate
to the
it.
stories. Thanks to Kelly B for winning everything.
Yes, thank you, Kelly. It's a lot easier to ship everything to your address. Yeah, appreciate everyone that helps out with Rob's event, Come Out Swingin, and helps make it all happen.
Yeah, we're really lucky. We have a ridiculous amount of. Let me see if I can share this with you as well. So this was our last. Boom! This was the last. Right. So the last event. The first event was Mind Lab. The second event was Mind Lab. The third event was Garrett with our authorized sponsor. And then you can kind of see up here. These are some of the people who were our event level sponsors. You see this guy right here in the middle from the ground up. And then this is one of our members, Barn Burner, and his antiquities or antique shop. Another one of our members who has an online auto parts place, local State Farm agent. And this is the guy who shot all of our drone videos for us. Is a municipal teller or municipal accounts. At the,
now, is that the $300 level? Do you get on that?
No, that's the 150 level.
Oh, okay.
That's the 150 level. Garrett was the 300 level, so they were like our authorized dealer sponsor, event sponsor, kind of. Yeah. So, and that comes with, obviously they donated a piece of equipment for us to raffle off, and a couple of other things for us to do. So,
right.
Yeah, we'll take in kind. It doesn't have to be cash, right? Say.
Okay.
Yeah, and Sean keeps asking me, but sponsorship forms are coming out probably tomorrow. I didn't want to confuse the issue with having a sponsorship and the registration forms out at the same time, and have people asking questions about where's the registration? Well, you're on the sponsorship form.
Eric is asking when the first club hunt is.
So the first club hunt will probably be, weather permitting, in March. Yeah, and the plan is to do at least 3, if not 4, again this year.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always look forward to them. They're great.
Yeah, they're a lot of fun. Everybody gets to chill.
Yeah.
It's a little different vibe than the Come Out Swingin events.
Mm-hmm.
I actually get to do a little bit detecting at the club hunts.
Got on that seated. I love that coin.
That seated was nice.
All right, this year I'm gonna dig a seated.
All right, there you go. Somebody write that down.
Yep.
This
year I'm gonna dig a real.
Ooh.
I have a feeling it's coming.
So when I went back, I said go back in time, that one of the probably earliest coins I dug with my Tesoro was a real, 1781.
Really?
Oh my God, it was beautiful.
Wow.
Beautiful. Yeah, it was just the small ones. It wasn't a 1 real. And it's funny. I said, like, my brother-in-law got me into it. I had no idea what it was. Like, I showed it to him and I was like, what is this?
Like play money.
Yeah. And it was,
it's
like wafer thin, but the details on it are phenomenal.
Yeah.
It was in the mud in a river. It was beautiful.
Yeah. I think I dug a half real my first one.
Yeah, that has avoided me. I always wanted one. I don't even know what they ring up as. I got 77 on the AT. But
so Jersey Ray says all she wants to share is a Jersey Copper. Well, hopefully we get you on this farm.
Yes.
Because we can pluck.
Someone got a New Jersey Copper. What, the first event or?
Yeah, the first event. Jersey Copper. Yeah. Yeah, that event had the Jersey Copper and the 1 real.
Actually, Brian McMahon, he found a half real on the club hunt.
Yeah, he said he did find a half real.
Yeah, that was nice. Awesome. Yeah.
Thanks, Dutch Boy Adventures. Appreciate it.
Yep. Good night, man.
Thank you. Out.
All right. Anything else? Any other questions in the comments or before we wrap this up?
I think that is it.
Ryan Whiteneck said, I still love my rare militia buttons I found.
Oh, that was a good find. Yeah, he found like 6 or 7, like a button spill. It was either like somebody like buried a coat like in the ground or something like that. Like, yeah, and he found all the buttons.
Where was that at? Was that a Come Out Swingin' or a club hunt?
That was a club hunt where we did the mill, and then we had the private property that we got to detect as well.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Was I there?
7.
Was I there?
I forget. You were there in spirit, Sean. You were there in spirit, man. No, you know what? You came that day, and I think you had to leave early.
Oh, okay, that one. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. You don't remember what you did there, Sean?
No. No, I remember the one. I didn't know if it was the mill where they found the chime too. A lot of good finds at these.
Oh yeah, I mean,
the first club hunt was at the Bears Mill, which is in Boyertown, which is like an old grist mill for doing corn, and then they also run a leather band lathing system, and they would turn, spindles and spokes and, everything else. In fact, a lot of the inventory is still in there, and you can go in there for a tour. But yeah, somebody found a trime up on the water dam where they used to dam up the water for running the mill.
Wow.
And you know what? I think everybody was going around there and they skipped that signal. It's weird. It's just everybody just was up at that area. And then later in the day, someone just went by and just found it. It was great. It shows you that it doesn't matter. Nothing's ever hunted out.
Oh,
even
yeah.
with all the people being there.
You think about all the events we went to, there's still probably a lot of stuff at some of this. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
It's look at like even a farm I have, we've been there almost a year and we're still pulling stuff out. So, but,
Kelly Ben says 5 years of detecting and a bucket lister.
Barbara
Diamond has eluded her. So
it's coming.
Yeah. Hopefully we all get some bucket listers this year. I'm sure we will.
Definitely.
Well, that's always my dream for the Come Out Swingin' events. All these people come, they show up, they pay their money, and I hope everybody finds a bucket lister.
Yeah. Now, sorry, maybe you mentioned this and I missed it. Are you gonna do like the fines competition type thing anymore? Or
no, and the reason is this. Somebody pointed out to me that you're doing a judge fine competition and you're expecting that there was prize money involved. Like the first place prize was like $150. So you're expecting that, everybody's kind of being honest.
Right.
I felt like we could get away with it twice. I felt like we would have been pushing our luck at the third event.
Right.
I've got I like to believe that everyone is honest.
Right.
And like I said earlier, like 99.9% are, and then there's that small percentage of knuckleheads that roll through and ruin it for everybody else.
Yeah. Like, how'd you get a gold chalice now?
That's right. Yeah.
But no, okay, I understand. That makes sense. I want to find a silver Washington quarter. Well, Brian, this could be your year.
You should go into the seated hunt.
Yes. I don't count those, but
I know, right? Yeah.
Silver Rosy Bars marks for the longest time. All right. Anything else? Are we good?
Franklin half for Chris. Those are pretty elusive. Those Franklin halves.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Don't you need
by the way? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
If you once we hit 1,000 subscribers, this is one of the giveaways.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
nice.
That's just
Is that-
one.
Is that silver?
Yep, it's
It
a
is.
Franklin.
Ooh, nice.
It's got the Liberty Bell on the back.
Yes,
Nice.
it does. Yep. So once we hit 1,000, that's just one of the giveaways we're doing. Got a couple special giveaways for that. So, well, I really appreciate you taking your time out of your day, Rob, to hang out with us here, and Sean, thank you so much.
Well, thank you. Thank you both.
This has been an awesome stream and a lot of good information, and it's getting me even more pumped to get to that event. So I can't wait.
I can't wait to see everybody.
My brother's going to come out, and that'll be his first ever event. So I'm excited to bring him along, and my sister. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm pumped. I can't wait.
Yeah, well, we are definitely looking forward to seeing everybody again, and thank you all for the continued support. It means a lot to us.
All right. We're going to say our goodbyes, and we'll see you at the event.
Yep. See you there. I'm excited.
Later.
Later.
Later.